Hey there, Cancerian community. Soul Tigers here with a story for this wonderful community. As always, not sure what's gonna happen, but what I'm picking up is there's some playfulness and there's a spark. But on the other side of things, there's a feeling of lonesome, stuck, unforgiving, tired, hurt. Above all, so regardless of those other feelings, above all though, the Cancerian in this story is taking care of business. Way to get up, way to do it, even on those hard days. Wow. And I really mean that. That takes a lot of work. All right, well, let's keep moving forward. And what I'm being told to relate to y'all is think about that foundation. The foundations of wherever your mind, whatever you're working on, has been harboring. Think about the foundations, how you want that structure to be. Feeling a lot versus interpreting. This one's interesting, and I was told to use an example when I had felt this come in. So when you are getting your gifts and they have stuff that is coming in, and for Cancerians, you are very, very gifted. So it's a lot of different messages. It could be images out of nowhere. It could be like a barrage of images. It could be a barrage of feelings. It could be even smells. It could be senses that you're picking up either with the hands, or what I'm saying is like skin, senses with the gut feelings. Maybe you hear stuff as well. But there's stuff that you're really starting to pick up on. Now, this is where maybe this is feeding into the playful, the spark, maybe opening up into that new direction. And the new moon in Cancerian is all about following that intuition. So that would be very understanding that it's very highlighted for you right now. But the things that could be blocking is all those other feelings that we really don't like. So what is it about those feelings in the foundation? What is it that it's time to go in there and start cleaning up some stuff in that inner home? Putting patches, new doors. Hey, let's upgrade the windows. Let's go in that inner home with the enthusiasm that we're going to clean it out, because we're going to get something even better. We're going to get better views from within it. We're going to have better views into it. And we're going to have better views. What I should have said is out of it. There we go. So, all the guides, ancestors, angels, divine, and universal energies have been called in for this community. And one thing I'm picking up is just a lot of moon energy. And right now that I'm tapping into y'all's frequency, it's my third eye is just so highlighted. And there, it could be days where you're almost feeling in a daze since around the 5th. So I have the Moon Oracle, and then I have another new deck, which is the Queen of the Moon Oracle. And then just to give a bonus, because I appreciate Cancerian energy so much, I have the White Light Oracle. This is our confirmation. This is going to help tie everything in. What's happening? Show you that inner light. Reconfirm those messages from the guides. So let's get started with the Moonology. What is it that needs to come out for this Cancerian community? Ooh. So there's a lot of stuff that you're feeling that you may, how do I put this? You're seeing, but it's not in the visual sense. You're seeing in a more spiritual sense. But it's hard to recognize because you're still navigating in that south node. You're past still. So what I have here is don't let your past hold you back. Let's see if we can get that focus better. There we go. That south node. South node. I already know statement. You already know what these results get you. Your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Cancerian. Y'all didn't know that y'all are bringing out the tests with everyone and the ways that they want to go and the things that they want to harvest by the end of the fall there. And you're gonna be affected too. That's why the emotions are running high, but it's hard to interpret. Maybe whose it is? Is it yours? Is it theirs? Communication is key. New moon in Gemini. And those emotions are running high because it's a super moon. Super, super, deep, duper. Communication is key. Seeing both sides of the coin. This is a new way of going about it. This is a new way that I am ready to learn, kind of thing. Heading off into the north node. So what is it that you're ready to learn? What is it that you're sparking about? But you're getting stuck in those feelings. Have faith in your dreams. Waxing crescent moon. Is it because there's doubts? Doubts that something's for you. Doubts that now it's even a fit, even though you've worked so hard. Yeah, here it is. You're not seeing those doubts either. It's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. Just let it go. Sing about it. Dust it off your shoulders. This negativity, those doubts are not for you. That doesn't help you shine. That doesn't give you the fuel you need to move forward. It's actually lower frequency. It takes from you. It takes your focus because you are focusing on how you're not good enough, how this thing is not working out, because again, you could be self-blaming. And it takes away from the focus of how am I going to get to it? Where can I find it? What is it that has me blocked from it? Because wasn't it last time, divine timing is at work. And just because we're going from one story to this story doesn't mean divine timing isn't still at work. And right now it's following that intuition. Going into that direction of your north node. I'm not sure where your north node is. It all depends on each individual. All right. Let's go ahead and check out the present. Bring them out, bring them out, bring them out. Somebody's tied up. They're tied up and they're having a hard time holding on to that wish. They really want to go towards it. On one side, they see themselves riding out, but on the other side, it's just they can't break these ties. Can't break these ties. Let's go for a clarity card. I don't know, but these ties are something that this Cancerian's holding on to with everything they have. All right. Can I get a clarity card for the Ace of Swords? Ace of Swords. We get 2. All right. Is somebody a really big, compassionate person who gets along well, you know, could get along well with others? Very giving. Always wanting to include others. But on the other side, you're not seeing it. You're seeing what you don't have. You're seeing how you're not fulfilled with yourself. What you actually do have. This is why communication is key. This is why communication is key. It is not with others. This is with yourself. Communication is key, because let me tell you what, while you're here giving to these others, because you are so gifted, what happens is you get around others and they start to vibrate, or they've been vibrating, and you're going to pick up these vibrations. If this one is actually not having so great of thoughts for you, it's going to come in and it's going to increase already the not so great thoughts that you're having. But if you're at one with yourself, you believe in yourself, you're going to feel what this one is feeling, and you're going to be able to pinpoint where it's coming from. You get this secret honing device. And this honing device isn't to use against others. It's helped to give love and compassion and to teach others the lessons that they need to learn. Because this one could be feeling a certain way because they're caught up in a lesson. And for some reason you are in a higher position than others. And you stand out in this higher position because of how giving you are. Look at this. You have a white fox behind you, watching over you, observing what you're doing. There's a pure energy that observes this, that sees this, that isn't going to let you go without, but at the same time, it's going to force you to learn. Nobody gets off scot-free from their lessons, and that's what an ancestor just said. Ooh, okay. Well, there's a wish fulfillment. And I would say it's to be as gentle as you want to be. And to have others around that are like that. Not to be, it doesn't even have to be your gentleness. Well, that is ideal. Let me back it up. It could be in an environment. Your ideal, gentle, embracing, loving, nurturing type of environment. Because if you think about Cancerians, y'all are givers. Y'all are nurturers. Y'all, when Cancerians are evolved, they have so much kindness, so much compassion, and so much mercy. And they can really, really sit there and not judge a person just for what the outside is. They really can feel something even more to people. So just be careful how you're interpreting things, because how you may be interpreting it may not all be you. But because you're hanging on to stuff, you have this block that's filtering it out as it is you. Anything else want to come out? For some reason, there's no kind of stability. And going with the flow. Going with the flow. Being able, again, to be that giver. To have that transformation from one area into the other. Now this Queen in Reverse of Cups is confusing me. So I want a clarity card. Does this have to do with the Cancerian themselves, or is this somebody else who comes in acting a little emotionally crazy? Ooh. It's how the Cancerian views themselves. It could be something since they were younger. They never could really ride out on their intuition. Could never really have that courage and believing in everything that they bring in, and the passion that they really drive, I would say, their spiritual drive with. That's what that is. Wow. Anything else? There it is. I have the 10 of Cups. So these ties keep this Cancerian from the ideal outcome, but also the Cancerian is sitting here thinking like, it's not for me. Because, you know, I'm this, I'm that, I made this mistake so many years ago, you know, or before I was trying to evolve. There's just hanging on to the past, hanging on to things that don't serve you. Hanging on to things that don't serve you. It leaves you stuck. Leaves those, it has to do with those ties. It has to do with past mistakes. Past mistakes, and it could have been people that this Cancerian was close with. Situations that this Cancerian was close with. Or worked very close with. Because this could be person, place, or thing. But it was definitely something that they have invested. This person, place, or thing. This can be many areas. But this came in reverse. So it didn't work out. Something's not working out. And that's a part of the ties. So I would say one tie is not seeing this outcome anymore. Another tie is being stuck, not wanting to move it, but also whatever happened in this past. Let's go Nine of Cups, clarity. I'm even getting choked up trying to talk about that Nine of Cups. What I see is they really tried to build something really beautiful. They worked really, really hard. I'm noticing all the intricacy in the background. The beautiful setting. If you know anything, well, y'all know everything about Cancerian. I don't even have to sit here and say anything about that. But you guys love to invest in your spaces. Nine of Cups, clarity card, please. Nine of Cups. I've been having to relay the message of the new moon to all the other signs, so yeah. That's why I said I don't even have to tell y'all. It wasn't meant for you. It wasn't. What I'm hearing is this is water under the bridge. Lots of water under the bridge. Let's go. Let's prove it. There it is. There it is. Confused. Really confused after all that happened. Whatever this situation was, whatever this other ending to the situation was, here it is again to clarify even more. Four of Coins in reverse. Four of Coins in reverse onto that star. It's the old way of thinking. It's that old stability, that foundation, that rocky foundation that has to be let go. It really has to be let go in order to get to where you want to go. There could be, you could even self-sabotage. I was listening to, who was it? Blue Rose Tarot. Oh, they are so wonderful. And she even mentioned in hers that you can self-sabotage. You can self-sabotage unknowingly because you're not ready for something. And if you're still holding on to negativity, however you're trying to reach in this new direction is being withheld because of something that's being put out. Something that's being put out. And it goes leading with these thoughts. Leading with these thoughts and being too much on this past contract. This past contract that's no good. It wasn't even meant for you to begin with. Alright, let's talk about the block. What needs to come out for the block? Really looking at how things were built. What's tied up in the things that is built? Is it time to do something new with it? Is it time to, what I'm hearing, recreate it? What else would like to come out for the block? So what I'm seeing is there is something, it could have been of a younger age. Something wasn't reconfirmed to this Cancerian. Something wasn't reconfirmed to him, so it always left him feeling a type of way. This is in the past. And they grew up with whatever wasn't reconfirmed, feeling like that's just the way everyone feels. That's what, how do I put it? However this person was, the situation was since a younger time. Younger time doesn't have to be baby either. It could just be a few years ago. It's just a younger perspective on something, or a newer, or a not as high level of thinking or of growth. So at one time, or this could be still now, because if you're still facing this trigger is still feeding into this block is still feeding into this, then you're having individuals popping up like this. But for some reason, this type of energy has popped up and it really has dictated your value. And it's really made you feel like that's the verdict. That is the overruling verdict. That's the one that everyone looks to. So they must be right. Somehow this person was looked at in a very high regard. Let's see. Clarity card again. For this King of Cups in side position. This person you look at as to be a provider. A provider of something to your stability at one time. But at the same time, they were unpredictable. They were unpredictable. There's really quick reactions in here. That's what I'm getting. Even though this is an upright, we're dealing in the block here. So what it is you would be like, oh, that's just the way it goes. However swiftly they start to act, go off in a new direction, all of a sudden flip a switch kind of thing. Because you've dealt with this energy for so long, it's like, that's the way that is. It's not. It's really not. What I'm hearing, it's never too early to step up for yourself. No, you don't have to step in like them. Never have to step in like them. But you yourself, okay. Have faith in your dreams. So you yourself can take you, how you feel about you, how you value you, and head off into another direction. Cleansing yourself. Cleansing yourself and fulfilling yourself. Taking care of yourself. Taking care of yourself. And looking at what is it that needs to go off in those thoughts? What is it that needs to reconfirm who you are to you? To see how much of a giver you are and have been. Anything else want to come out for the block? It's an old way of thinking. This card lands on these. It's an old way of thinking. Old way of thinking. Letting go of stuff. Going with the flow. Going with the flow to get to that sun. To get to who you are. The will. The drive. It could be coming in and acting like this a Leo a little bit. What I'm hearing is a little full of yourself. I'm not saying anything against Leos. But you get a fire sign and how a fire sign feels about themselves. And how a fire sign don't put up with some stuff. They're understanding, but they're understanding to a point. If they feel like you're intruding on their territory, bring them out, bring them out, bring them out. They're not going to have a problem defending their territory. I tell you what. I tell you what. So this whole letting these people put your fire out, this situation put your fire out because you've hung on to it for so long, it's time to let it go. It's time to flow with it. Let it happen. Come in like a bad mama jamma. Let's ruffle some feathers. And I don't mean in a bad way. I don't mean in a bad way. It can come down to communication. It can really come down to communication. Communication first with yourself, reconfirming who you are. And then when you're faced with these other situations and you're having messages come in from others, being able to interpret that, reconfirming that you woke up that day feeling wonderful about yourself, then all of a sudden there's a message coming in saying something and you're starting to doubt yourself. Take that block of it, you feeling like you're the problem, out of there. Throw it out. It's no good for you anymore. And see it that's an incoming message that something else is going on in the group. Now let's explore it. Let's see the other view of it, because guess what? You release that negativity. You release that negativity. So what's on the other side of negativity? Positiveness. What's opposite of the south node? Going to that north node, learning about yourself, having faith in those dreams, going towards those dreams. So what is it with this intuition that you're going to level up on, that you're going to unlock? As well as getting in touch with yourself. This is so awesome! Alright, so let's do it. Here it is. Queen Moon Oracle. Wow! This is so fitting. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Divine and universal energy. What is it that will help with the block for the Cancerian community? Being open to surrender. What did we talk about with that divine timing? Divine timing is asking you to learn something. What is this lesson? What is it that's going to help you unlock more when it comes to your gifts? When it comes to the way you want to go and understanding that way? I did see this in the pre-shuffle. Blossoming. What I heard, because this lands on the Six of Pentacles, you got 3 here, that's 6. Lands on the Sun, that 8 of Wands. Let's go. For the number 6, raise vibrations and maintain a positive outlook. Focus on healing. But what I heard, and you must have an ancestor out there who don't put up with anything. They don't. And what they said is give them a taste of their own medicine. Because think about it. You got different flowers that got thorns on them because not everybody's supposed to pick them. They don't want everybody to pick them. That's not the way it goes. You got to protect yourself. You got to protect your beauty. You can blossom into this person, but you don't have to put up with any. You don't have to put up with any bull, any crap, any shenanigans. You can give them a taste of their own medicine, but use discernment. Just use discernment. Because that communication is key. Oh, wait. There was one more here. Hold up. Protection. What did we just talk about? Protection. Protect yourself from those traditions that you thought was right. What was built. And what somebody else was like, no, this is the way it is. This is how it is. No. It's time to protect yourself from that. Release that weight. Release that weight. It's time to get up. It's time to move around. You got this. You got this. Resilience. This is what this lesson is here for. This is when you get this, you're going to understand how you get to your sun. How you're able to be able to walk in your light, your full light. Being able to be at one with how you come in. But it's realizing that whole weight that you've been carrying has been here to make you stronger. Are you ready to release that? And just to take the lessons that you learned with you. What is the action needed? How can this action be joyful action? That's what I mean with that discernment. You don't have to go protecting yourself and go out there and go get somebody because they've been getting you. No. There's a lot of different ways you can do it. There's a lot of different ways you can teach somebody how to treat you. And one of them is not reacting to that person. One of them is still reconfirming how you feel about yourself, how you feel about your day, because somebody else's day doesn't have to be your day. You got to remember, people, when they're having bad days, they'll lash out. I've been unevolved. I've done that. We're all human. We are all human. All right, last card. What have we been talking about? Discernment. Discernment. And how you want to go. What had really happened between whatever this other situation was that this Cancerian was really close with? Because it was an upside down situation that left you always on your head. It really did. You know, and right now you could feel like this isn't for you. It's always a far beyond dream. How do I get to that? Using some discernment around that, because that's a block. That's a block saying, oh, that's not for me. How I get to that? There's nothing I can do to get to that. That's that negativity. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let that freaking negativity go. It doesn't have to own you. It doesn't. All right, so here comes that bonus card. Let's go. Let's reconfirm, ancestors, angels. Let's reconfirm the positive messages for the Cancerian in this story. What is it that wants to come out? I got 2 cards here. I don't have 1 on it. I have 2 on it. I have 39, Ivory, Wish-Fulfilling Crow. And then I have Perfume of Sophia. Number 12. 39 and 12. So let's start with Perfume of Sophia. No, I'm told to start with 39 first because that was the first one that came out. Okay. I think that reconfirms that however you work with this other situation at hand, you may need to do it a different way. You may need to go backwards from the way you have been working it. All right, number 39, Ivory, Wish Fulfilling Crow. You can have what you truly want. Such knowledge helps soften, release fear, grasping control, and doubt. Have confidence that the universe hears your prayers and is even now leading you into that which you seek. You can take sanctuary within your spiritual connection whenever you need stabilization and protection against the fluctuations of the external world. No matter what is happening around you, there is a way through to the fulfillment of your potential. Ravens and crows are known for seeing in two different or multiple dimensions, multiple realms. You are gifted. You are gifted. Stuff is coming in. Let's release those blocks. All right. Number 12, Perfume of Sophia. You will be able to sense the best timing and approach to take to create space for healing and resolution. Connect to your body and ground yourself in here and now with body-friendly practices. You will find your way intuitively and instinctively, even through confusing circumstances, where one moment you are sure the answer is no, and the next moment you are sure it is yes. Give up trying to figure the answer out right now and remain open with positive but relaxed expectation. That clarity shall emerge spontaneously according to, I'm not making it up, bottom right here, divine timing. I know, I feel it too. What the? Divine timing? I'm working on divine timing. It's a lot of patience, but you got it. This is your confirmation. This is a wowie, wow, 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 wow. Just keep believing. Release those blocks so that you can really unlock those gifts. You are such a giver. And what you want to build, I would say, would be even something more of whatever this past situation. Yeah, this was pretty glitzy and glamoury. But I'm going to say whatever this past situation is, I'm getting the vibe that they were high maintenance. Maybe, and right now what you're dealing with could be high maintenance as well. So it's kind of always being surrounded by maybe individuals you had to jump up for. Always feeling tied down to their time, their thoughts, what they want you to do. When in a sense, there's always something else that you really wanted. Another type of environment that you've always wanted to create. Cleanse out. Take that time for yourself. Feel what you want. Really reflect. Because if all this is all that you want, you good. You are good. See that. See that that's what you work for. You don't get up every day to try and make somebody's life a living hell. No, you're getting up and you're carrying it. You're showing up to work, but you're still carrying all the things that bother you. And you're not taking it out on others. You're not sitting here. You're showing up to the family. You're showing up to your duties. You're not taking it out on others. This is why you're blossoming. This is why you're so beautiful. Why you're so beautiful. And it's asking you, get a few thorns. It's okay to protect yourself. It's okay. Especially that one ancestor. Whoever that is, they are clapping in the background. They want you to take care of take care of not letting this person run you anymore. the situation run you anymore. These thoughts, these negative thoughts run you anymore. All right then, Cancerian. Thank you so much for sharing your frequency with me. I appreciate y'all so much. And I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day.